Welcome to the ukulele review again.
Welcome to the shenanigans.
This channel here, we review ukuleles.
But not only review.
It's a chunk of what we do.
Yep.
And today we got some really great ones again. But we're going to do some comparisons today. Like the Anuenue just sent us some of the Koa models from their bird series. And they are sweet and sexy.
Yeah, they got that
birds.
slot head.
Oh yeah.
That slotted headstock.
You know, on this channel we review ukes, but it's like we're dealing with what we chose from a very large market. So it's like, you know, any criticisms or whatever. I mean, we already chose these models out of thousands of instruments and brands and all that. So we respect them, but we'll give our personal opinions and all that kind of stuff, just like we do on the phone every day with people and all that. So we're going to be comparing today some Spruce, Rosewood, Anuenues, and the Koas. And we're interested in your guys' thoughts too. We love when you comment and tell us what you think, you know, join in the conversation.
Kind of sour.
And then it's sweet. Tap on one of the mics.
Right.
Thought so. Just Clay or Corey, push that one back just a tiny bit back. Same position, just back. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we're going to be comparing some of them, but we don't have a soprano in the Moonbird right now. That was the Koa bird, but wait, don't play that one next.
Oh.
Play the Koa concert next. If somebody can help him grab that one.
Yeah, hook me up with that.
All right, so that was the US 3K. What'd you guys think?
I mean, it sounded great. I had to take my headphones off because I was like, wait,
Look
does
at
this
this.
sound
It's
that
playing
good?
tricks on our minds.
Doesn't sound like a soprano.
or our ears.
You have beer
No,
ears.
Scotch.
Oh, you know
Scotch
what?
ears.
This isn't going to be a really good comparison, but anyways, we're going to get through them. I'll tell you why this isn't going to be a good comparison. The one series from the Koa that Anuenue doesn't have the Spanish heel where the sides are locked into
it's
the neck.
different.
And it also doesn't have the X bracing, the Mount Fuji X bracing. And it just has like a regular 3-fan in there. So it's more in line with what Anuenue is doing for their regular lines, not the, custom stuff. And it's more affordable, but it's all solid Hawaiian koa. And I don't know. I didn't really like the slot head that much personally, but
Is it the shape of it? I think for me it's the shape.
I think it's the feel for me. When I got up there, it kind of felt like it was almost, I don't know, it depends on the way you play, and most people don't have an issue with that, but
I think it still gives you a lot of room after
It would look.
the nut here, where this edge is. It
Yeah.
still gives you a lot of room.
Definitely makes it look like a tenor.
It probably
If
looks
you just
better
look at
on
the
a tenor too.
it's like the same probably profile.
Yeah, I think so.
But it seems like everything Anuenue does sounds pretty good.
Yeah. It's a consistent sound.
Consistent quality, yeah.
I guess every brand has its sound, but I feel confident if I had like the K brands at Anuenue, I can still blindfolded tell.
What is what?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
especially which one Anuenue is.
Because they have their own sound.
Yeah.
You can't replicate it.
But
And
I don't
it's
know,
funny.
because this is my first time kind of experiencing their 3 fan, which is built differently. So it's going to be interesting to compare this with when he grabs the UC 200.
Nice.
I was like, somebody say something.
I think I like the soprano sound better.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, I kinda
the
did too,
soprano has that Mount Fuji X, bro. All right, so the UC 200.
Start them.
Just let me know when.
We're going live.
Okay. Going
In
live.
3, 2.
We were born live.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, I'll cut that out.
Yeah, Spruce is. See, like it's just clear, but Andrew was saying the bracing's different, right?
Bracing is different. The
So
the
it's kinda
method of building is entirely
That's why
different,
you were
so-
saying. That's
So
why you were
the
saying it wasn't
custom-
a fair comparison.
Well, yeah, for the Bird series, they had a custom Japanese luthier come in, and actually they had right, Calais, they had a number of different custom builders, but they ended up going with one certain one. But
Yeah. Actually, they had about like 3 different builders that made 3 different ukuleles for the Moonbird series, and then they settled with one style of bracing and build quality for the Moonbird series. And
So what we heard with the Koa 1K there was more of a traditional, 3-fan style bracing, and we heard the difference in the woods too. But I feel like the build style probably at least affects it as much, or maybe even more than the wood choice.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, that's the whole difference between brands, right? It's a different build style, but the same wood. So for sure, it's a huge part of
They
it.
both sounded great. I don't know. What did you guys think though?
That's to give you the illusion of choice, Joel.
I mean,
No, just-
I
Wow.
I guess I'm still hearing Spruce as it's a more
It's
clear
livelier.
sound. Like you hear each individual note better than an all Koa instrument. That's just how I hear it.
But you can see how someone would still like the sound of the Koa one at the
Yeah,
same time.
it's still
Still
great,
enjoyable,
and it
cool,
still
yeah.
sounds like an Anuenue,
Yeah.
but you still have.
I
the
feel like they're both
differences.
clear,
They are.
but there's
when you
more
listen-
body in that. I don't know. What do you think, Corey?
Yeah, like I mean, like we were saying, this has more body. It responds better in the low end. I mean, it has probably the same clarity.
Well,
Like, if
each
you were to
note
just-
jumps out clear.
Mm.
That's what I guess. That's what I,
I think,
mean by clear.
Like if you hear it back to back,
oh,
there's still the same clarity and brightness. It's just this is reinforced with like the lower.
oh, I actually changed my mind now. Try quickly play.
Because you still get the same.
It's almost the
Sorry.
same
Bless you.
projection too, but it's coming in
Yeah, it's
more in
kinda
the
crazy.
low mids in the.
It's like with this, all the mids are just taken out.
I take
Or is
that
it
back. When I
close to
tried
that?
them back to back, it's not the same projection. You do get more projection from the Spruce
Spruce.
too, but
Yeah,
it's
for
not
sure.
just like the there's presence in like the lower end.
Yeah, that too.
I feel like there's a little more volume and a little more projection.
Yeah, do that same thing.
There's levels to this thing, because if that's all you had is the Koa one, it would sound perfect. But then
Actually, yeah, I feel like the Koa is clearer now because the Spruce has more low end.
well,
So the
They're,
Koa,
they're both
the
really-
Koa notes are gonna be
mm,
they're thinner. It's like something with thinner strings, you know?
there's less
It's
there
like eights
too.
compared to tens or something.
Yeah, 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 totally.
Some of the interesting thing to
What?
talk about, like
Like if like on an acoustic guitar, like if you're playing eights, it's like something really slinky and light compared to something heavy. They both have clarity,
Oh,
but one is gonna
sorry.
sound like
Yeah,
due to
thinner.
the string tension.
Yeah.
like, this is a traditional ukulele, as far as it's made of Koa wood. Well, it'll produce more of a Hawaiian sound, right? Whereas with the newer, when did builders start using spruce tops?
Since the beginning.
No, I mean on ukuleles.
forever.
Like from 50 years ago, right? Spruce wasn't on ukuleles yet, right? And it wasn't with Rosewood back inside. It's not the.
I don't know. I feel like someone's gonna comment and let us know.
They'd be like, "Well, Corey, back in 1904."
Where are you going with
Martin
this
was-
train of thought, though?
Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you didn't. This wasn't a common wood combination,
Right. This is like a miniature custom guitar,
right?
kind of-
And this has been proven. Well, it's not. It's still subjective, but people agree that this is the best wood combination to use, right? Rosewood and spruce,
It's a
because
good one. The best?
well,
That's bold, Corey.
There's no best. There's no
I
best.
didn't say myself because I like ebony and cedar.
Everything is subjective.
Exactly. But a lot of people will agree that
A lot of people agree with the people who can play well. I think that's kind of how it goes.
Well, then my word is the word. It is the best. But I mean, when you look at what do you get with Rosewood and Spruce? You get really good projection. You get good bass response. You get good clarity.
Yeah, it's tried and
with
true.
good-
Yeah.
good warmth. You get best of everything.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah.
They're
But I mean,
great.
it's one part of a equation that makes your
Right.
sound. Yeah.
strings, body type, bracing.
It'll be
Would.
interesting.
Player.
It would be
Player.
interesting if I had a
99%
US
attitude.
200, because the 3K, the US 3K, that has the same bracing and everything. So that's more of a. But we're also going to try here now the tenor version, and that is in. So we have a Koa tenor, and that's in the Bird series with the same bracing, and we have a UT 200. So we'll get
Ew.
to.
This is a very
What kind of
compare
nut and
those.
saddle do they have?
Oh, I forget what bone. I don't know. Tusk.
You can
Yep,
smell
it's bone.
Nah, it's synthetic.
It is. Ooh.
Ancient Chinese secret.
So remember the test we did? That's another part of the equation.
No, I'm not sure.
All of it.
All of these
All
just
of it.
equate to like smaller percentages of
Tone.
tone. It's all attitude, folks.
The tone.
It's the attitude towards the
The attitude.
tone.
That's false.
99%.
It might be the
Corey, show us
fingers,
what tone
but
bone is that in
Oh.
the body.
I can't show you on this podcast. This is PG-13.
stop it.
Crazy.
And we're Facebook Live right now.
Oh crap. Hey guys.
That's not even what I was thinking. I didn't have an idea. I just want to hear what you
You act like you guys are listening. Just joking.
Oh, it's not even in tune.
Woo.
That's another part of the equation.
Being
If you're in tune.
First step to sounding good.
So what is this? This is the
you
Bird
wanna-
UT5K.
If you're on a plane and you got to fart, do you think the right thing to do is go to the bathroom?
No, just fart in the seat. It gets stuck in there.
No, it doesn't.
Just get the pillow, put it right on. No.
Fart.
No,
on the
see,
pillow.
that's what I thought.
smell on planes.
That's not true. I did it.
Or just bring a jacket,
It's got to be really
a
bad.
long jacket.
That might help.
And keep the zipper up.
I don't understand.
Wait, what if you keep
It's not gonna
put the
trap
zipper
the
down?
gas.
Is it just gonna
What?
What?
It's
The
gonna,
jacket, the pillow, the blanket, that doesn't trap the gas. What does that
it's gonna
do?
be like an atomic
Delays
bomb.
it.
Huh?
Not an actual
delays
bomb,
it.
but you know.
I wonder if there's some kind of like underwear that have like ionizers or something.
neutralizer?
Actually,
odor neutralizing technology.
That's a great invention.
Corey, pretend like the water level is rising, and we have 47 minutes to get this.
Oh, we're on the Titanic and he's the band.
Oh, this kid is for Toby.
No, he's Billy Zane.
Did that really happen? Do you know if that was a true thing?
The Titanic, of course, it was a
No.
real story.
The people playing
band,
music
yeah.
so
as
sure.
the ship
No,
is sinking.
that
There's a
is
conspiracy.
That is a true
legitimately
thing.
the
Can't go there.
report of what happened. They kept playing.
Dude, that's
But you know
badass.
what? I think I would have kept playing too, because that's what you do.
They
I don't
think
know.
there was a second ship.
I don't know.
Titanic
what?
wasn't the one that went down.
It's kind of a cool way to go.
Oh, getting
you
scary.
think the
Joel
musicians
been listening to
survived?
Alex Jones.
Mm-mm. I listened to... No, I wasn't on Alex Jones.
All right, let's hear this tenor.
Wait, did
Wait,
Joel
explain.
question the Titanic? Because I don't know if that's an actual thing.
No, but he
It's
did
an
question
actual-
the
I
moon
watched a whole
landing.
documentary about it. It's a thing.
Titanic deniers?
There was a sister ship to the Titanic.
Watched a documentary?
They counted the windows, how many windows there were in each, the seats, everything.
What?
How many seats were there?
I'm not gonna.
All right, is there a real documentary about this?
Yeah, there is.
What is it called?
Me
I don't
out.
know. This is like 5 years ago.
What did you watch it on? YouTube?
It was on Netflix 5 years ago. So,
Really?
Yeah.
But there's people that think that the Titanic didn't exist or didn't
No,
sink.
it
or-
existed. They think it's a different ship that is the one that sank.
So where's the real Titanic?
I can't
floating
remember
out
the
there,
time.
just
still-
The Bermuda Triangle. It got caught, and it's just in space.
It's still going.
in space. It's in
Space. There was a vortex that
It's
sucked
just
the ship
A bunch
down.
of old people are like,
Turn
"Are we
three-
there yet?" I'm pretty sure I've been on this ship for like 95 years.
Imagine before satellites and all that, where there was all the mysteriousness of things, or is there still?
They were the first time travelers.
We're doing it again?
We're back in space.
Do you guys think that time travel is possible?
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
I've done it many times, especially when I'm coming home from Asia.
Oh yeah.
I arrive like I can catch like a 10 or 11 p.m. flight
What do you come
and
off
then
the airplane?
arrive.
I have come for the future.
What is it? What's the model inside?
Oh, are we doing ukuleles now?
This is the Bird UT5K.
Tell you what though, both Koa instruments, they look like they're glowing.
Yeah, no, me and Corey were talking about the Golden Acacia series that Kala did like a long time ago.
Hey.
This is actually what that reminds me of. They
I
are
wonder-
glowing.
I
It's
think something
flaming.
maybe with their with the sealer or something has like a bit of a toner to
Did I mention
maybe.
it smells great?
Yep.
That means they use a good finish.
What does that mean though?
Whoa.
It smells good.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what it is. It just
Smells like
chemicals
pears.
and stuff you're not
Different
supposed
finishes
to-
smell
bunch of stuff you're not
differently.
supposed to smell.
Why not?
What?
That's good.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Oh, you mean it's still fresh? Like you smell the finish? Okay,
Wait,
so the finish
it's the
is still
finish mixed
curing.
in
It's still
with-
gassing off. Yeah.
With the wood, actually.
oh, that's the stuff you're not supposed to be breathing in, right?
It's
Do what you want.
It's probably just as
That's my
bad
attitude
as
towards
breathing in your farts. I don't know.
It's all subjective.
Yeah.
Chemicals, whatever.
All right, let's hear the sound sample, dog. Do the resolving note. Thank you.
It
F
kind of
major 7 wasn't good enough.
the concert sounds about as loud as the tenor, yeah.
I just keep shutting off, but I'm gonna go more wide and put it here. But so if you can kind of keep an eye on this,
Okay.
just from time to time, glance over, make sure we're staying on point.
Is that camera in the shot of the Luminix? over there?
Good question. No, that might be.
Yep. But it's not in Clay's way, but it's in the shot. Half of it is.
Edit out Darth Vader over there.
Hermerger.
You know what I really love about this one? I like the rosette. That thing is
Yeah,
super nice.
it is.
Classy, but like.
It doesn't
Hey, let
feel
me tell
over
you
the top.
something. When you push things forward, it
The
makes them go
focus.
out of
Oh,
focus. I don't
what's
know
the range?
Lean back. Put it where your body
You're in
is.
focus, so.
Yeah.
One of the country's leading bachelors, and I'd like to show you my pad. This is my den.
Oh.
Hello, darling.
Which is
It
that?
features this Panasonic stereo that records 8-track cartridges. I love it a lot. In the game room, I love to play around with this Panasonic stereo. It swings. Something's always cooking in my kitchen to the music of my Panasonic stereo radio. In my studio,
That guy plays a rich guy in everything he's in. That was Richie Rich's dad.
Oh, that was that guy? He
Yeah.
was so much skinnier.
Yeah.
It's the same
when
guy
I
doing
listen
these
to
videos,
music.
that same voice.
Simple Plan came on the radio the other day. Oh, that was great.
We don't. I guess we could get another sound, but it's more in terms of comparison. Just play a passage on. Okay. Gotta tune out first.
I should bring mine one of these days so we can show them what it sounds like when it's opened up.
Oh, because Spruce does really open up. I don't know if it matters. It sounds great already.
Yeah. Well, I've had mine for 2 years. Going on 3.
Do you think there's any way that sometimes opening up does worse for the instrument? Like it sounds less.
I guess some over time I've heard like don't bear as well.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's what, too resonant or something.
No, I think it happens with environment and breakdowns of certain things. You know, and neck angles coming up. And things
No,
like
but I
that.
meant strictly tone.
No. It has to do with more what's going on in the environment.
Like some people complain that their ukulele sounds too loud.
Play it softer.
Like I try to tell them that. It's
Ukulele
like,
is too loud.
So you are the greatest variable in how that instrument is gonna
you
sound.
just play softer, you know? Because if you don't have to try as hard,
Exactly. It's like,
Isn't
man, this
that
radio's
better?
too loud.
A bunch of
What should I
overachievers
do?
out
Oh
there.
no,
It's
turn the
too
volume
loud.
down.
Okay, but what I want to get is like a nice little back and forth with these two and kind of listen. If everybody can listen to the difference.
So ukulele's bad. It's out of tune.
Did they use the Fremont fluorocarbon?
It's a bad, you guys. We gotta.
It's a
is
Anuenue
this?
Ukulele brand
They
strings.
use
Gotta cut it.
Anuenue, which might
Is it fluorocarbon?
Let's just say it's black fluorocarbon. So
it could be
what else out there is
Didario.
black fluorocarbon?
Yeah. It all comes from the same.
I bet it's a little denser than nylon.
See, this is black fluorocarbon. It's 1944, in the middle of the Industrial Revolution. See, Chicago, the home of fluorocarbon.
I can see that. Oh no, you guys were thinking of the wrong song. That was
King of the
that
World.
was Linkin
That was
Park.
That was still Linkin Park, right?
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about?
I heard Celine Dion.
No, Linkin Park.
No,
Look it up.
that's wrong.
One thing I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I don't remember the lyrics of the song, but you get the idea.
I know.
But try. How does it? Try
Stop
to-
it. Play it on the call. That was Titanic. Stop it.
Like, okay, do something, a different thing, like a.
Be normal real quick.
Yeah.
You know what? It has the same differences as the other one.
Do you think so?
Yeah, this one has more low end.
Yeah, there is.
It's the Phillips version.
Oh, I can't keep that.
So ultimately, it might be more of a wood difference than a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more
Or
time.
are
They're
they braced the
They're
same?
the same style.
Yes, these
chord.
two are braced. the same.
Okay.
Oh, they are.
But I hear a quality of tone from this one that the one series I didn't get with because of this bracing. Even though it's koa,
I feel like if you took
it's not
the
gonna have as much body as the spruce, but it's like it's still got a very like high quality sound, you know.
yeah.
I was surprised because
I
when you
mean-
said it was, I wasn't expecting it to be. I was
think-
kind of expecting to be a little underwhelmed, but
I think that set of strings does not work for the koa one.
you.
Work in what way?
I think in general,
I think it just needs.
you could bring a little more out of it with other strings.
Yeah.
But for sure, you pop another set on there, that thing is gonna sing.
Let's get Clay in here and back and forth.
I don't know. It's the same effect. I think with the concerts.
I mean, the thing with this, which like maybe hesitate. I mean, I know you're gonna lose some like body with
it just
going
produces
to the
different
koa,
tones. I think it's the same
but
volume.
It's
I think.
like you are to me. You're losing some tone for the looks, and also you're going up in price like a lot.
What is this like
Like this
3,200?
costs us more than twice what these cost us. So
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
it
know.
is really nice.
But
wood if
but
you-
it's beautiful.
I
for
wish they
sure.
did the binding, like
Fiddleback.
Zach pointed out,
Cool
the
wood.
way they do the binding on the Moonbird on the front,
Oh right.
up by the cutaway and everything.
Yeah.
It-
So
that
I
little-
asked them about that.
that's
and,
nice.
Okay, So one of the things is they're building a run for us of 10 cedar top rosewood back inside.
Oh.
So it's gonna be just like the moonbird, but in a cedar.
Just save one of those from me.
You're speaking my
I know,
language.
right?
That's my combo,
I think I
man.
need one for the tour.
Hey, Khalid, let's get a back and forth though, just to
Let's
give
get a
people
real
another-
player in here.
Every night in my dream.
Chop, chop.
So are we playing in the same key or just the same song?
Played in G.
Oh, I can't do it.
Nice.
Can you play that last chord again?
Yeah.
It's like someone scratched your back in just the right spot.
Oh yeah.
That was my first time playing it in G. I've never.
Yeah.
Tried
all
it
you people out
at
there,
all.
that's the beauty of understanding music.
Professional.
Clay is like,
I don't know
oh,
about pro, but
different
people
key?
would probably be like, oh,
I've never played it before in my life, but it's recording. I'll just play it right now.
I heard somebody was like,
Play it in G.
Sure.
he was like, yeah, it's called music theory for a reason. It's not law.
chord shapes and patterns, and if you can get that down, you don't really have to think too much about theory.
Yep, I feel like it's pretty conclusive. The Koa just has
The
because
Koa
it-
was better.
because
I
it
think it
has
was
more
better
of that
for this song.
high end.
Wait, you guys like the Koa better?
For this specific song. I
Wow.
feel like the notes are more they stand out more with
Yeah,
the Koa.
I agree.
Because this has a little bit more of a muddy effect.
yeah,
it
Because of the
resonates.
bass and the
Like it kind of blends together a little bit more.
Exactly.
The Koa
Exactly.
has
note
like,
separation.
the attack cuts a little quicker.
But usually I would say that about Spruce, but when I hear the
Yeah.
Spruce Rose,
Let's get Zach back and forth on the mics, kind of experiencing it for himself, because you're hearing it, and you know what? A lot of people are like listening to this on all kinds of different mediums, and some of it might be muddied as far as like the differences. So we can kind of
Yeah,
talk through
like
what we're
even that right there. Maybe it's just through the mic has better clarity or clarity.
Sounds awesome. It's
quick?
different when you're holding them and playing them on.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing. Yeah, that the low end is just definitely.
Yeah, this has a meteor
And this,
sound.
you know, I mean,
It's almost like you have the reverb at like a 2 on that. That's kind or to me that's what it sounds like.
Reverb less.
No, like say that's a 0, that is like 2 on a reverb.
Wow, that has more of like a pure.
Man,
Yeah.
it's harder. It's
Sound.
harder.
It
without
sounds
the
like
earphones. It's
a
harder.
passive pickup.
Yeah.
I feel
What kind
like
of?
I don't hear the difference as
but
much.
you hear a low mid punch on this
Oh.
that you don't on that, and that can be good or not depending
Right.
on what you're going for. But this is clean and balanced.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
but
for an Alcoa tenor, it's
No,
pretty
I'll-
awesome.
It's definitely just personal, but I think even the listeners can hear the quality in both of them.
but the thing that's cool about it is that each brand does have their unique sound.
Yeah.
So it still sounds like an Anuenue on both.
Yeah.
But you have those subtle differences, and then you can just choose which one better suits you. But sometimes, like Clay, we talked about this on our previous podcast, but it changes song to song because one song you're gonna be like heavy on the finger picking, one song you'll be heavy on the strumming, and sometimes certain combinations might suit other ones better.
part of the concept of your new album?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, the concept is to feature the ukulele in many different sounds and environments paired with different types of styles in music, and not only instrumental but vocal as well. And so the instruments that I'm choosing to record with have to complement, not complicate, that situation. So, for example, that Koa one, I almost feel like it would work better as a solo instrumental instrument for myself, personally. I would definitely change the strings on those because the Koa, like, tonal spectrum is not as, like, I guess, like, there's not a certain frequency that's scooped up as much as the one with the spruce top and the rosewood back and sides. And so I would kind of want a neutral sounding set of strings with that to kind of even the playing field. With the spruce top, I would probably use some kind of fluorocarbon set with that, so that it showcases all those overtones that we're hearing here with all this fancy microphones and the headsets to showcase like the punchiness and the low frequencies that's coming through.
So
But then
it's
that one
almost
already has
what you're saying
fluorocarbon
is like
strings on 'em.
for instance, like a pro art set's gonna add some warmth, maybe to the Koa that it doesn't need the fluorocarbon sort of added brightness because it's already kind of there.
Yeah,
It's almost
But it
tuned to
can
be
use
bright.
that more flat, warm sound of like a nylon.
yeah. With the spruce and rosewood ukulele, I'd probably keep the fluorocarbon strings, but maybe get a higher tension set. So maybe a thicker gauge.
Ooh, that
Would-
might punch through too hard though.
I honestly think that, like, so for example, like Tobias, he
Oh yeah.
put the Pepe Romero high G set on his
It was-
ukulele, and it sounded like night and day.
Yeah.
In what way?
Um,
Because they're a lot. They're like the stock strings are almost slinky, or they have that really thin feel.
yeah, they're really stretchy.
But the Pepes are also fluorocarbons, but a little bit more.
Little meteor.
Fatter.
Yeah.
Thicker.
It's slightly
But then-
thicker gauge.
Toby's action's still really high, and I think that plays a fact.
I don't know
Plays
if
a
he
role
requested
in-
it that way or if he left it at 2.75, which
No,
It's
he's
higher than
I
that.
remember it was
Higher.
at
Was it?
least
Closer to
3. Yeah.
I remember that podcast where
So I had to
the
make him a new
action-
saddle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think it's at least 3 millimeters.
But that string set works good.
No,
think
Johnson
3.2
wouldn't go
maybe.
higher. He wanted it higher. Johnson's like, no, you're gonna start to have intonation.
I think I'd like a
issues."
little bit higher. No, but he makes it work for that style. Like
Yeah.
he
Definitely.
can just milk so much out of it, but a lot of that has to do with the sustain you get.
Well, you and both Tobias have a very delicate feel and touch, and can gauge the dynamics you want to get. For somebody just kind of strumming away at it, it would get to be maybe too much as you go thicker.
Kinda-
But
it
yeah,
also depends on the application too, right? If you're doing more finger picking,
Strumming.
strumming in, like if you do the pro arts,
Yeah.
it would be
No,
perfect.
sorry, AC.
Well, that would be more all around, I think, with the pro art nylons.
I think
If you
so too. I
have-
think it's a
With the
very personal
fluorocarbon,
set.
strictly fluorocarbon, I think shines better with just picking
Mhm.
and melodic type.
It does. Like if you're gonna attack the strings or play something that's very subtle, and you're not gonna hit it too hard, I think fluorocarbon strings are perfect.
Yeah.
Like in that kind of situation.
What happens when you hit it too hard?
For me, it's like, okay,
Harsh.
so the ukulele is already bright.
Right.
You put bright strings on there, that's gonna bring out the natural sound of the instrument. But as you strum harder on an ukulele or a guitar, the tone automatically starts to get brighter and brighter. And in my opinion, when you play really, really hard with fluorocarbon strings, it just gets a little too bright. Because my ears
Pretty
tend to
harsh.
are more sensitive to high pitched frequencies more than lows. And so,
Can you hear a dog whistle?
actually,
I'm not like a dog
I
whistling,
can't hear a
but one of
dog
those
whistle,
whistles for dogs.
but I can actually hear, those devices that put out a very loud high pitch frequency that
Yeah, there's
is
a
supposed
test.
to.
There's a test on the
This is
frequency.
the best
level.
you by
Yeah.
dog
Well,
whistling.
there's this dog deterrent if the dog's gonna attack you if they're really aggressive, and you push this button and it's supposed to be really painful.
It's like a
to the
TV
ears.
turning on.
I can hear the pitch.
That's a funny image. Like,
What?
imagine a
Super
dog
high.
whistling.
I can hear a dog whistle.
What the hell is that
You know, like-
No, the dog's over there.
It almost looks like you're getting gray from here, Corey, but it's just it's just the shave, huh?
Nah. it's
I
the
got more
wisdom.
gray hair.
Oh
and-
no, I am getting gray.
I got more gray hair than everyone here combined. Just take a look at that.
It's not a competition.
Bro, look at this. This is a full
I got a
beard
patch.
of wisdom right here.
I got one little spot that's just pure gray.
Oh, you got the Harry Potter thing going on.
No, there's a scar down there. There's something down there. I saw it.
You know what? Would you compare singing voices to like the tone? You know how like maybe every singing voice
Mm-hmm.
will not always be the best for a certain style of music. Like I don't know. I have a hard time maybe thinking of a singer, but if you sing one way and you have a certain style, maybe it'll suit a certain style. Like I can't really sing R&B stuff that well, but maybe
I think you can. I think you can do a good
Yeah,
R&B.
I think you can do.
Well, no, it's what he's talking about is just styles with like all
yeah,
the
like
runs.
if
of
Beyonce were to sing a Jack Johnson song, I don't know. I think it would be kind of weird.
right,
You know, it's
I
just-
got you.
So
Well, personally, I
There's
think it'd be
different-
kind of sexy. Oh,
I bet you would do a cool version, vice versa.
And vice versa, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think Jack Johnson can
But you're
quite
No, no, no,
execute
I
you're
think he's
Beyonce's
saying
song.
that in terms of ukuleles, it's almost like these have different voices.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Every
Different voices.
every instrument has its own voice.
Right, and certain brands will kind of lean to a certain voice on the overall. Then you have the differences between that brand,
Yeah.
but then
I mean, and then that kind of comes into perspective, like choosing like your wood combos wisely,
Right.
and also the type of bracing and build style. So, for me, because I don't like to bring generally more than one ukulele with me on tour. Most times, like for me, like I lean towards more of getting an instrument that can be both bright and warm at the same time, and that's really really hard to find. Like
yeah, but you got that double fusion bag. You should bring two now.
well, I bring a backup just in case, because like most times I bring my custom kamaka.
It's almost like night and day at the same time.
Yeah, so the custom kamaka is definitely brighter than my Cedar Top Deluxe.
Right.
The Cedar
Oh,
Top
yours-
Deluxe has more volume, but it's also much warmer.
Oh yeah, it's like a warm
And in a studio environment, bringing two of those along
See,
with me.
but
is
that's
great.
another thing. The way an instrument records, like just the way we were doing this in Anuenue, it's different acoustically versus mic'd up, and
Yeah.
it's maybe that's something people need to figure out if they want to record. But sometimes having
Yeah.
having your earphones on while you're listening to it will give you a different perspective on what your instrument
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
For sure.
and it's like you'll find like problem frequencies with recording don't exactly equate with like what we find problematic acoustically.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're not going in the studio, you don't have to care that much. But when you get on a certain level, you have to like think about all those kind of things. But it also could do with the strings and a lot of other, how you lay back in certain ways and you'll find it right, you know. But I want to switch gears for a second, and I want to talk about we love you, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
Shit.
Thank you.
What was that last one in Chinese or something?
Yeah.
谢谢。
Oh, very cool.